Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Nedwick and I do healthy lifestyle videos that include some new recipes, some fashion content, some beauty content, a look into my life, and I'm also documenting my journey on a GLP-1 and Weight Watchers. So today I have great news. If you've been following my channel, you probably know that I have been in a major stall for 2 or 3 months, essentially gaining and losing the same 2 or 3 pounds over and over again. And what I concluded was that I had tanked my metabolism. And I think that happened for a couple of different reasons. First of all, I did lose weight initially when I first started on my GLP-1 at the end of August. I probably lost 10% of my body weight within the first 2 or 3 months. But then after that, the weight loss really tapered off for me. And I think that is because, one, physical factors. I'm postmenopausal, 56 years old. I had been relatively sedentary and I had not started any type of exercise program, nor had I done any weight training. So I think what happened was my calories got reduced drastically. My body went into starvation mode and my metabolism tanked because I did not have the muscle tone, I was not exercising, and all the other factors. You know, I'm on tamoxifen. That is an estrogen inhibitor and can cause weight gain. So, I mean, I had that going against me, but I knew there was something that I could do. So 3 weeks ago, I decided to have Mike hook up my DVD VCR player. I dug up my old Jillian Michaels 90-Day Body Revolution, and I've talked about this in a couple different videos. It's high intensity interval training, and it lasts for 12 weeks. And I have done that program at least 3 times in the past, very successfully. However, I hadn't done it for about 10 years. And mid 40s is a lot different than mid 50s. But I got it out and I started doing it. And basically how it works is you do weeks 1 and 2, plus a cardio for the first month, for the first 2 weeks. And then you're supposed to go up to weeks 3 and 4, still the same cardio for the next couple weeks. Now, I ended up doing 3 weeks at weeks 1 and 2 because I felt like I was just really starting from ground zero. I was, there's my Alexa. I was very weak, and at the end of the second week, I still felt like I was dying, so I decided to do another week. And I think I'm gonna do that for each set and do it for 3 weeks. But anyway, I started that and I worked really hard, but I still didn't lose any weight. So I knew it was time to figure something out. And the last time that I did Jillian, 10 years ago, I coupled it with a diet called the Fast Metabolism Diet by Haley Pomeroy. And I bought the book on Amazon. Actually, initially, I got it an ebook from my library. So if you are interested in it, you should check that out first. I have a link to her Amazon book in my description box below. And I also have a blogger who did an excellent summary of the diet. She is not Haley Pomeroy, she's not affiliated with her, but I really think her summary is great and she has a lot of good recipes. So I will include that in the description box as well. But basically what the fast metabolism diet is carb cycling. And it also omits dairy. You're supposed to omit caffeine, but I still have my 1 cup of coffee a day. It omits alcohol, soy, corn, and sugar. So I'm following the diet about 80% because there are a lot of really strict rules, and some are doable, some aren't. Like I said, I still have my 1 cup of coffee in the morning. I have my collagen peptides in there, and I didn't want to disrupt that because I believe that is helping me prevent hair loss and to help grow hair. And it also is good for skin, nails, and joints. So I didn't want to give that up. But let me just briefly talk about this. So you do phase 1 on Monday and Tuesday. And phase 1 is filled with whole grains such as brown rice, quinoa. You can have sweet potatoes, not white potatoes. And then in phase 1, you have a lot of fruit. You have almost 5 servings of fruit Monday and Tuesday. And that's to kind of unwind and ease your body into this diet. Phase 1 is my absolute favorite, but there is limited fat on phase 1. You want to use lean proteins, and you don't want to use any healthy fats such as olive oil or avocado. Then you go into phase 2, and phase 2 is generally on Wednesday and Thursday. And I think this is where the real business starts, because phase 2 is lean protein and non-starchy vegetables, period, and limited fat again. So for example, in phase 2, I did some egg bites, and I used some turkey bacon, some chopped up green pepper and onion, and I used whole eggs, although that's incorrect. In phase 2, you are only supposed to use egg whites, and those are hard to come by, and eggs are super expensive. So I went ahead and used some egg whites and then a couple of whole eggs. Anyway, so I made the egg bites. I have that. You're supposed to have a vegetable and a lean protein at every meal. And then you get 2 snacks. And for snacks, you want to focus on protein. So for my snacks, I had jerky. And another snack you could have, I didn't have this time around, but I want to get it, is cucumber with smoked salmon, and you could put some capers on it. You can have that as a little snack. For lunch, a salad, but just use balsamic vinegar, don't use oil, with a can of tuna on it. That would be a good phase 2 lunch. And then for dinner, I had the first night steak and broccoli, and the second night I made these delicious pork chops with green beans. So, and then you hit phase 3, and phase 3 is some people's favorite. I prefer phase 1 because I really like all the fruit, but phase 3, you start to incorporate healthy fats. So you can have whole eggs, you can have hummus, you can have olive oil, you can have avocado. You're only going to have 2 servings of fruit each day on phase 3. So I weighed in at Weight Watchers this past Saturday. Today is Sunday. And guess what? I lost 4 pounds. It is finally going in the right direction. I feel extremely excited that my hard work is starting to pay off. So I wanted to share that with you. I have a friend who really doesn't want to strictly follow that diet, but what I recommended to her, and what I think is key, is the 2 days of phase 2. So if you wanted to just shake things up a little bit, pick 2 days in a row. I like them in the middle of the week because nothing's going on, so it's easier. But pick 2 days in a row where you just do lean protein and vegetables. I really think that's where you trick your body into losing weight. So I'm very hopeful. I know I won't lose as much next week, but I am still going strong. So that was exciting news for me. So also, if you've been following my channel, you know I've been doing my Weight Watchers motivation series, and I will end this video with that. It was a pretty good one this past Saturday, but I wanted to show you some Amazon finds. I wanted to treat myself, reward myself for my hard work that I've accomplished. I feel very proud of myself. I have not missed a single day of exercise. And I'm finally doing what I need to do as far as my diet is concerned. So I treated myself to new workout attire from Amazon. So got my Amazon box here. And let me just show you what I got. So I got a 5-pack of these, I think they're breathable shirts, and they're V-neck, I think. I like a good V-neck shirt, but anyway, it comes in a bunch of different colors. So I got blue one and a light blue one, and a really pretty orange one. And I got them in size large. I normally was buying extra larges, but, and these seem plenty big. I don't like my clothes super tight when I'm trying to work out. So I got that color, and then there's 2 more colors. We got a gray and a black. So they're very, very silky. I think they'll be great to work out in. And then to go, to wear underneath them, I picked up a couple of sports bras. Now, if you're doing the Jillian Michaels videos along with me, I need to let you guys know that I am still slightly modifying my videos. I do not intend to do high impact. I have bad knees, and I have a little bit of arthritis in my right hip, and I modify my exercises to be low impact. And weeks 1 and 2, those videos, there's no high impact, but the cardio had a couple of ones where I was jumping around, so I did modify that. And that's okay to do. You have to work at your own level. But anyway, I picked up these sports bras, and what I like about these is they have like bra hooks. So you don't have to, contort your body all around to get these on. So I got that one, and so that's gray and black, and then I got a white and gray. Now, curious fact about these, I think they're Fruit of the Loom. And when I had my breast cancer surgery, I had to wear these. They gave me this exact kind. They were just all white. So that, it really was comfortable. So I knew I liked these a lot. So anyway, I picked up 2 more, a little bit more sporty than the ones I had. And then last but not least, I did pick up some capri style yoga pants. Now, I had bought these in the past, but I bought them in a size large, and they were starting to fall down. So I got them in a size medium. I haven't tried them on yet, but I've got blue, navy blue and white, and then I have the black and white. There's the back of it. And it's nice, they have a pocket too. So if I walked outside, I could stick my phone in there. It's pretty deep. So anyway, that is my little reward that I gave myself for working so hard. All right, let me get to the Weight Watchers motivation section of this video. So Saturday's topic was primarily focusing on how you can use visualization to help you on your journey. And what my leader, Michelle, said was, picture that it's July 1st of this year and think about it. Close your eyes. Where do you see yourself on your journey? She talked about something called the intention action gap. And that is when we set a goal and we don't reach them. And we want to know, why does this happen? Why does this intention action gap occur? And what she said, there's a couple different factors. One is by not clearly setting your goals. You can't just say, I'm going to exercise more. That's very vague and it is not a clear goal. She asked for examples, so I raised my hand, one of those students, and I gave my example of doing Jillian Michaels and how it's a 12-week program, but I'm actually extending it, that there's a set routine and set days that you do certain things, and they progress and slowly get you better stamina, energy, and strength. And I told that to the group, and when I see myself on July 1st, I see myself more fit than I've been in a long time. So she liked that one. That was very specific. She said, okay, Michelle is going to complete this exercise program. She knows what she's doing. She knows when she's doing it. And that is an example of a clear goal. Another example is you saying, I've got to start eating better. That's also not a clear goal. So what can you do? You can do meal planning. You can make sure that you have all of your healthy options at your fingertips so that you can make good choices. And maybe even meal prepping would help as well. Again, I told them about my fast metabolism diet at the Weight Watchers meeting, which is kind of funny because you're not really supposed to talk about that. But I did say you could do it in conjunction with Weight Watchers. You know, it's all real food, so you could still track. And what you'll find if you were tracking Weight Watcher points on the fast metabolism diet is you have very few points on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, almost none on Wednesdays and Thursdays. But then on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, you're going to have higher points because you're going to be having the olive oil and the avocado and the healthy mayo, that sort of thing. So it kind of is like what they used to call in Weight Watchers the Wendy plan. And that's where you alter your points, your daily points, so you have some high days and then you have some low days and you have some medium days and so on. And it tricks your body and helps build up your metabolism. So that was an example of a clear plan for eating. So she asked people where they picture themselves on July 1st. And someone said that they were near a goal, they loved a garden, they're picturing themselves in their garden, in shape, in their favorite shorts, being able to do the gardening and not get winded, not get tired. So that was somebody's goal. Another one was, I like to go to the pool in the summer, and I'm looking forward to sitting by the pool and feeling comfortable in my bathing suit. And that one resonates with me. Mike still has his condo and there's a really nice pool there. And I go to the pool on the weekends, and it will be good to feel better about how I look and how I feel. So those are also good goals and good things to visualize so that you can take the steps necessary to reach your goals. Then she talked about the 3 things that get in the way of you meeting your goals. Number 1 was lack of preparation. And basically she said you need to have steps in place. So for example, my Jillian Michaels program, or you could do that Couch to 5K where they set out exact ways you're supposed to build up to get to a 5K. Walking more, giving yourself a plan. You know, first you're going to walk a mile, and then you're going to gradually increase that distance until you get to, say, like 3 miles. So be prepared, have a plan. That's number 1. Number 2, that gets in the way of achieving your goals is having unexpected barriers. For example, say your fitness plan is to start hiking on a regular basis. And you get all your equipment, you start out a couple days and then it rains for a week. And that throws a monkey wrench in your plan. You have to have a plan B. So whether that's using the treadmill or doing exercise videos at home during the rainy weather, you need to have a plan B. So she says if you have a goal and a plan, you are more likely to stick to it. And she wanted us to think of a word that is going to describe how we feel on July 1st when we've met our goals. Hers was victorious. So mine was proud. I'm proud of myself for working this hard. And then number 3 that gets in the way of meeting your goals is the reality of how you feel in the moment. And that would be I just don't feel like it. I'm so tired of tracking everything I eat. I just want to eat what I want and not worry about it. I'm so tired of working out. I want to sleep in. I don't feel like doing the video today. And that's a real thing. But if you have a clear goal and you have a plan, you are more likely to stick to it. There were plenty of days over the last 3 weeks where the last thing I wanted to do was a Jillian Michaels exercise video. But I put my exercise clothes on, I went downstairs, I told myself it's half an hour, just get it done. And I did it. And I feel so much better for it. All right, so the other thing she had us do, and this might be helpful to you as well, she had us take out our phones and add our goal to our calendar. So I put down continuing with my fitness plan and the fast metabolism diet. And then she said to have it recur like once a week. So once a week, you're gonna open up your calendar and it's gonna be yelling at you, Jillian Michaels and fast metabolism diet, just to kind of keep it in the back of your mind. So we end every meeting with a saying. And yesterday's saying was, just keep moving forward, one step at a time. The view from the top is so worth the climb. And that's by John Maxwell. So I hope that gives you some motivation to start your week. Tomorrow is a new day, and I love it that a lot of you guys are doing this with me. If you're not doing Jillian Michaels, find something else that you enjoy doing and do it with me. We can get this done. Now, even though it's only been 3 weeks, I feel like I have a non-scale victory. So if you've been following my channel, you know I'm getting married October 3rd. And I bought 3 wedding dresses from Shein, essentially from China. And they were okay. I tried them on, you guys voted. The favorite of the 3 from Shein was this strapless one, but it needed to be taken in because it was too big up here and shortened. And my daughter and her friend Lisa, my other bridesmaid, and Gina, they kind of ganged up on me and told me I really needed to go to a bridal shop and at least have the experience of trying on dresses. So we went ahead and signed up for an appointment with David's Bridal, which is a big bridal shop around here in Northeastern Ohio. And I had my appointment yesterday. And the girls went with me. And I found a dress. I knew I would, but I put this dress on and it was like it was made for me. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you some pictures. The pictures don't do it justice because the entire dress is made out of a material that has this subtle sparkle. So when I get out in the sun or under, some bright lights, I am just gonna sparkle like a diamond. So I am so excited. I'm really excited that I found a dress I felt good in it. If I didn't lose another pound, I'd be proud to wear it on my wedding day, although I'm still working on it. I'd like to lose about 20 more. I'm gonna play that one by ear because, you know, as we age, if we get too thin, it does age us. So I've got to find that sweet spot as I get closer to it. But I'm not close to it yet. But in my mind, I want to lose another 20 before my wedding. We'll see. I think it's doable as long as I stick with my program. So let me end with a reel of my wedding dress that I found, and I rang the bell saying yes to the dress, and that is where I'm going to end this video. So if you like this video, you've watched it all the way to the end, I know we just did a star, but do another star as your emoji of the day. And if you like this video, please like it below and subscribe to my channel. And tick that notification bell so you are alerted every time I upload a new video. I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I will see you next time.
That video goes.
It's I'm a breast cancer survivor, so it's almost like the bell I rang and that was done.
New beginning.
Yep.
Here at Davis Bridal, we have a special tradition. When you find the perfect dress for your wedding day, when they hand you the bell, you're going to close your eyes. Think of a wish for your wedding day and your marriage. When you have your wish, you can open your eyes and ring the bell.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a beauty.